you know what we got to do? First segment, man. So we're going to go through the turf talk. And like I said, we were going through a whirlwind of emotions. You know, you weren't at the game, but still, where's your, where are you at with everything?
I think it was a game we could have won. I think there's just that glaring problem on the offensive side of the ball when it comes to the amount of rookies that we have, because the reality is, from the top down on the offensive side of the ball, everybody's a rookie. And that's pretty unfortunate because it's hard to do much of anything in those circumstances. And I think we kind of put a little bit too much, right, on it's just a little too much on all rookies.
Can we talk about it? Can we really talk about it? Because why in the hell did Aiden O'Connell throw 47 times?
Right. Didn't make any sense at all. That was the most surprising game plan that I ever in my million years never thought they'd go over there and try to do.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, with the understanding that they had a very weak defensive line coming in with the tackle missing. So I'll never understand that reality.
You know what I think it was, Turf? You know what I think it was? Because I said it at the beginning of the game.
Yep.
I said Kenny Moore not being in is huge. And they must have saw that and was like, oh my God, we're going to feast. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to do what we want to do.
Yep.
Bro, whenever I looked at Zeus running the ball, whenever Zeus was running the ball, I'm like, this motherfucker's, like, even on the struggle he runs, he's only getting like 4 yards a carry maybe. But I'm like, 4 yards a carry? I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, that's just pretty good. Like,
every 3 downs, it's a first. Every 3 downs, it's a first.
Sir, tell me this. If you're like, all right, bro, they're going to try to gear up to stop the run. And even on the runs where they're tough, you still getting 4, you still getting 5, even on the runs where you like, damn, there was like 3 motherfuckers right there, bro. I got 5 yards from you. You know what I mean? So now it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, so y'all already saw from the jump. I already know what time it is, bro. So once the third hit, over with. And I think we underutilized Zeus, to be honest with you. I think we did.
Absolutely. I mean, that guy should have had another 100-yard game. Maybe that was part of the plan. I have no idea what's going on.
Factuals.
There's absolutely no reason for him to not have had another 100-yard game. He could have had that in the first half. They should have done the exact opposite of what they've done, regardless of what they knew we were going to come out and do. And you want to know, that's the identity in the Raider way to begin with. It's we're going to run through your face, and we don't care that that's the Raider way. We are going.
That's hilarious because I'm sitting there. I think I texted it in the group chat, and I was telling my pops while I was at home. I'm like, we're not running the ball enough, bro. Like we're throwing too much, bro. And even I can understand if we're throwing the ball, right?
Right.
And we're moving the ball and we're moving the chain.
It's working. No one's gonna.
I ain't got nothing to say. You feel what I'm saying? It is what it is, bro. If we're scoring points and we actually move the ball, it is what it is. Of course, you're gonna do what works. But I'm like, bro, everything feels like a struggle. Everything feels like he has to read it perfect. The line got to block it up perfect. It's like we ain't that type of offense, man. Where in your right mind did you think like, oh yeah, bro, we're gonna flip that switch and this man can throw 47 times? How many times did he throw in the first half?
I know we ripped off 8 straight to start. We ripped off 8 straight passes.
That's abysmal, bro.
That's abysmal. It didn't make any sense at all. And again, my question is, who made that decision? And these are the things that, if you start to
talk about it,
parent from that perspective, it makes it very easy where to put the blame. Or if somebody just was man enough to just say, hey, it was me. I made the call.
Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? Even if you're going to stand in for somebody, at least somebody, give the public and the fans somebody to blame. I mean, I think we do deserve that. You got to think about it. No, real talk. Real talk.
Public execution.
Hey, we pay a lot of money to go to these games. Y'all know how much these tickets cost at the Raider games. The face value for club seats is $400, and trust me, you don't get a club seat $400 unless
No,
you really
true.
or you got to hook
Spending
up.
bread. You spending bread. You lying in their pocket.
So,
You lying in their pocket.
exactly. So please believe it. It's that's just what it is, in my opinion. So
Yeah.
at least give us that. At least give us that. At least give us the person to be mad at.
Yeah.
Real talk. Real talk.
It would be easy, definitely. I mean, but what you said, we got to touch on that.
Yeah.
We definitely got to touch on that. Like you said, whose decision was it? To whose game plan was this? And who
why
approved
did
it?
continue to allow it?
Why did
That's
you
my
approve
other
this, bro?
problem.
And I think in the second half, it was better. We ran the ball a little more in the second half, but the damage was done already. You feel what I'm saying? You done already put yourself in the hole because they done already got a big play and shit. You know what I mean? So now we're like, now we're playing catch up with momentum the whole game. The whole game we're playing catch up. You know what I mean? We had it a little bit. We can talk about the Jack Jones thing. To me, it's BS. It is what it is, bro. People can
the offside.
People can say what they want, bro. I mean,
he was not offside at all. He was nowhere
even
close
the PI,
to offside.
Even the PI. BS,
Yeah, the
bro.
PI
I
was
don't care what
garbage.
nobody tells me, bro.
PI
So what is he supposed to do? Let the man catch the ball, and if he can't, like what is he supposed to do?
Yeah, didn't make
it makes no sense. It makes zero sense to me how they're trying to referee these games.
I mean, we caught the bad end of the stick.
Oh yeah. We got one.
That's just the harsh reality. This game,
every team in the league then got one. That was our one,
and that was our turn. It was our turn.
That was our one, bro.
That's the only way I can look at it. Real talk, all right? That's the only way I can look at it. Like
logical sense.
We went from being one of the most, if not the most, penalized to one of the least, and that started to catch up on us. You know, towards the end here. We rallied really well. People played well, man. I mean, just things just started to catch up, right? And
it's over.
And that's the thing. I'll tell you this. I really do believe that the way he answers those questions will be the reason that he does or does not receive the job. Meaning, okay, this game was a must-have game. We've had this running back that ripped off 100 plus yards the last 2 weeks in a row. My question is, why did you run that? Did you know if that was the game plan, right? You knew that the game plan was to rip off 8 passes? And if you knew that, why did you allow that to happen?
Yeah, come on now. Like, you know what I mean?
Answer that question, answer those questions. And that right there, and depending on how you answer them, I mean, there is a wrong answer in my opinion. But there is a right answer, and you can finesse it to where, hey, if you can really make me think,
that was the actual, that was the best thing for the team at the time.
Exactly.
I mean, look, we were moving, to a degree, we were moving the ball. I'm not going to discredit it to all that degree. Right. You know what I mean? Like, we did move the ball to a point, but there's no way in hell. Okay, now, and trust me, I love Devontae, but this man should not have 21 targets. He shouldn't. That doesn't make sense, bro. And if this man has 21 targets, I expect him to have over 200 yards and us to win the game. You know what I'm saying? Like,
in 3 touchdowns.
It's just that, or something like that. Like, it's too much, bro.
Absolutely.
That's too many targets for him. He doesn't need that many goddamn targets. Just based on the fact that you have so many other weapons. That's it. Right. Like, if he was our only option, I'd say, hey, it doesn't matter. You feel me? Like, who else we gonna go to? You might as well go to him. But he's not. He's not. We have other guys. Trey Tucker barely involved. You know what I mean? I mean, there's no Michael Mayer, and we're gonna go through that in a little bit, but no Michael Mayer, but Austin Hooper ain't chopped liver. You know what I'm saying? He's cool.
No, not at all. He can ball. No, he can ball. Why do you think we picked him up as a veteran?
And everybody that wants to see Hunter Renfrow for this goodbye farewell tour, man, well, let him do it.
Let him do it.
You might as well let him ball at this point, bro. I mean, unless he got some injury clause that I don't know about in his contract. That if he get injured, his guaranteed, his money guaranteed. And if that's the case,
they should let him ball out. We should smack
up.
They should let him ball out. We should smack up the donkeys.
Farewell, man.
Send them back to Denver. Should be
I
pretty
agree.
straightforward.